Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I have a modeling tutorial for you. It's basically just to teach you like different things you can do with this thingy right here. I mean, you can do shit with anything you want, pretty much, but I think this looks the best. So, first thing what you want to do is go get your tube, and then you want to come down here and put it to -Z, just so it faces this way. I guess it really doesn't matter which way you face it, but it's just the way I like to have it. So we're gonna go ahead and scoot it up here, kind of zoom in a little bit. Now the first thing I'm going to teach you is the simplest thing, where basically just take your tube here, move your inner radius, just kind of make it go out a little bit, maybe to about right here, so just so you know there's a little bit of room. Put the rotation segments to about 40 right here, and just leave everything right like that for now. And then come over here to structure, and I'm using Cinema 4D R12, so it might be a little bit different for you guys. But actually, first, if you have R13, it might be a little different over here. But R12, just come over here and click this little thing with the orange square in the top left, and then come over here and click this. That way, it makes the tube editable. Now, basically, what you're going to want to do now is just come over here to selection and go to loop selection. Now press shift and click on every single one of these, just like that. And once you're done with that, just right click on it and go to matrix extrude. Now what this should do is basically just kind of, whoa, you can just kind of take it and drag it a little bit, and it might just, you know, do this shit with your with your tube. So that's basically just that's one of the many things you can do with it. This tutorial is going to be pretty short today. I'm not going to do a bunch of stuff, but like I said, that kind of is the basis of that one. You can use either side, it really doesn't matter. Whatever you think looks the coolest. Now, I'm going to go ahead and delete this tube, and we're going to make another one. So let's go ahead and put this to that, and move this up a little bit. Now you're going to do the same thing, but this time, it depends on what you want to do. You can close this all the way if you want to put a logo right here in front of it. But if you want to put a logo inside of it, I would suggest taking your inner thing and just kind of making it go out to however big you want it or whatever, just so you can fit your logo. And put the rotation segments to 40 again. Put your cap segments to about 3 or 4, however you want it. We'll put 4 this time. Height segments, put it to 3. That way it puts it on the inside and on the outside. And once again, come over here, make it editable. And that way, you can just, do whatever you want. Now, come take your loop selection again, and select this very first one, like that. Then, come over here to matrix extrude, and make sure you put the steps to 2, right here. Put your moves to 28. Put your second one to 20. And put your third one to 10. So 28, 20, 10. Now come to scale, put all of these to 1, just like this, and then put your rotate to 2. Now once you have that, come over to loop selection again, hold shift, and press that one. So go back to matrix extrude, and change this to 50. Change this to, control Z, alright, change this to 100. Not 2100, change that to 100, change that to 100. Now press apply, and what that's going to do is just kind of give you this outer ring thing right here that you can mess around with. Now once you've done that, just take this and go to 10, make that 10, make this 10, whoa, and sometimes that'll happen, but just minimize that, and then bring this down to that, press apply, god damn it. So we're going to have to press back a little bit. Now press apply. There we go. That pretty much just makes it straighter. Now, the one over here makes it smaller and bigger. Now you can set it to however, big you want it or whatever. And we're just going to leave it about that size right now. Now what you can also do is come on the inside right here and do the same thing. I don't know if I just press apply here if it'll do the same thing. Yeah, alright, so I just pressed apply in there. That pretty much does the same thing for that. So now you've got your outside spikes and you've got your inside spikes, so it looks pretty much just like that. Now, for these, I would kind of mess around for whatever things you might like. Like, we'll put this just back to 10. Uh, this, I guess, I don't know why it's just moving those, but anyway. New transform, maybe? No. Alright. Well, anyway, that pretty much makes your inside spikes. Now, what you can also do is, what I forgot to do earlier, is you can come over here to structure and do bevel. Now what that does is you can basically just take, whoops, I'm sorry, go loop selection and select this loop right here, then go back to bevel, and you basically just make this a negative, and then press apply, and that kind of pushes that out a little bit like that. And why it made those, I have no idea, so we're just going to go ahead and back out of that. Alright, cool. Now we do this again. Sorry for the all over the place. It's not doing exactly what I wanted it to do, but well, hell, I think that looks pretty cool too. You got that beveled, and you got these fucking triangle things, but it's not always gonna do that. Just, I guess this particular time it did. But you can take your logo like that, and I guess I can make them wider, kind of like that, for your logo to fit in there. But that pretty much just bevels that inside out. Now what you want to come over here and do is go to structure and go to extrude. And what this is basically going to do. Oh yeah, and one thing, these little triangle things over here, don't worry about those because you can always erase those in Photoshop. Or, you know, if they don't show up. But come over here to bevel and just kind of hold shift and go around each one of these and just click every other one like this. Okay, we're just going to try and hurry this thing up. Kind of scroll up. Alright, like that. And we're going to go ahead and do the top ones as well. God dang it. Alright, there we go. If you mess up like that, you don't have to start over. Just Control Z works. Just in case you didn't know that. So anyway, we're almost done with this. Alright, so now that we're done with that, you can come over here and put your offset to about 12 or so, and press apply. What that's going to do is that's basically going to bring those out like that. Now you can also do your matrix extrude if you want to put a little bit of a kind of like a spike to it if you want. So we're going to make these really tiny, assuming this works. We're going to see apply. Alright, so basically I've made that a little tinier. You can see how the spikes kind of already come out. So you can make those bigger, and then you can make this kind of curve that way, or negative if you want it to go negative. Use this if you want them to go straighter, but we're going to want them to kind of lay like this, so that way they kind of lay on it like that. So now, that's basically all my tutorial is. If we kind of zoom out, you've got this big ass fucking ring thing that is not going to be in there when you're done. So anyway, once you've done that, just kind of preview render it and see how this is right there. You can keep it if you want to. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but you can keep that if you want to. If not, you can go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and just render this out real fast. Load preset Photoshop. Click this. Then go into PNG because we want it to be a PNG. And we're going to go ahead and save it to our desktop as tutorial. Like, boom. Go ahead and zoom out a little bit. I'm just going to keep it like that, and we're going to go ahead and render it. Whoops, not render settings, render. Alright, we're going to go ahead and render it like that. And just going to minimize that for now. Now let's go into Photoshop. Take a bite of my food real fast, hold on. Alright, so once you're going into Photoshop, we'll just come over here and press new, and we'll make this black for demonstration purposes. Kind of zoom in. Now take your PNG. I love a lot of you already know how to do Photoshop, but in case you don't, we're just going to show you right now. Alright, so basically we got this. This isn't up here and this isn't down here because I didn't render that into view. So basically, you're going to need to rasterize this so you can do erasing. And I had this smaller for when I was doing a thing earlier. So we're just going to take the size and move it maybe about to 100. That looks good. Now take the opacity up to 100. That way you can completely erase this out. Just like this. Alright. Once you've got that, you pretty much have your model. I mean, like I said, just follow my instructions and you can make this however big, however small. Do whatever the fuck you want. But basically that's just this little simple modeling tutorial. And I will get back to you guys later. Peace.